Hi, my name is Trish Ridgeway, and I own Floral Ridge Farm right outside of Union, West Virginia. I have about 7.5 acres, not quite all of that in flowers. I do have about an acre and a half of flowers. I really started growing flowers in 2019 for my daughter's wedding so that I could help with the cost of the flowers, especially for the tables and that type of thing for her wedding. I do have the cut flower production that I supply flowers to the local florists, to the farmers markets, and then I also take special orders, subscription orders, farm shares, and that type thing. I start all of my flowers from seed. I do soil blocking as well as the more traditional measures of starting seeds, so that when you start seeds like that and grow locally, all of your flowers are local to the area. You're not bringing anything in that's foreign or invasive to the area. I provide flowers for the farmers market that's located in Lewisburg. I also do weddings. I'll do a full service wedding, but I do buckets of flowers for weddings as well, or vases for flowers for the tables, or pretty much just whatever you're after. I do farm shares where people buy ahead of time in the year flowers so that I know exactly what I have available to who for the year, for the summer, and then subscription services as well. So I have tried to, be knowledgeable about my flowers, about what they take to grow, and the soil. I'm in my soil and all that. I've taken several workshops. My first one that I took was my big workshop. That was the floret workshop that I did, and learned so much from Erin. And then I've also done the gardener's workshop, and Lisa is just phenomenal. I learned a lot from her. And I've done her wedding class, I've done Dave's class, but I try to grow with my flowers. I try to learn. There's always something new to learn, always mistakes to be made, but if you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing, you're not learning, you're not doing what you should be doing. I've learned a lot from the local flower farmers in the area. They've all been so nice, especially some flower farmers that I'm friends with throughout Virginia. I'm a member of the ASCFG, which is just a wealth of knowledge. I try to go to their courses, and then also anything that you need to know or to be answered can be found on the internet and resources that they have available.
Hello, I'm Maddie and I'm here at Floral Ridge Farm. Trish Ridgeway is my aunt and I've been helping here for about on and off 2 years now. She normally does most of the, growing them from little baby seedlings, and then she kind of hands them off to me and I plant them, and then she harvests, and then I pick weeds, and then we harvest. And I've been doing it since about late May of this year. Last year I did it about the same amount of time, just helping during the summer whenever she gets really busy. I've planted, a good bit of these flowers, and it's really just awesome to watch them grow and turn out how pretty, and it makes you feel good whenever you get to see those little things turn into the big pretty things that people like to comment on. I'm getting married in May, so I'm also getting a first-hand experience on getting to look at the flowers and understand, what really goes into being a florist and growing all these things. So I'm very excited to get to go further into that in the next coming year.
This delphinium, I love delphinium, but I have a very, very hard time getting it to germinate. So I've tried it now for 2 years, and I do get a small patch, and it is beautiful. I've harvested most of my beautiful ones, but it does not germinate well for me. So next year I'm going to have to do something a little different with that delphinium. I try different things every year. The scabiosa up here that the wind has not been kind to and needs some loving. It's a new plant that I've been growing this year, and I love it. I love the scabiosa. I try to do different types of snapdragons. Some work great, some don't. The fall planted or very early spring planted snapdragons do much better than the ones that are blooming, even though they're supposed to do well in the summer and in the heat. I tend to find that their stems are not as strong, and they are shorter. So I try to do stuff different each year. The cool flowers that you start in the spring tend to be your really hardy flowers I've found here, except for, of course, your midsummer annuals like your zinnias and your dahlias, and then those do well for me. So this is my cooler. We built it last year, and this is the one thing that was my big investment that I felt like I had to have, because all of your people that do cut flowers and flower farmers will tell you that you have to have a cooler, because it really helps you, keep your flowers alive longer and after harvest. So here's my cooler. Maggie loves the cooler. Don't you, Mags? This is Maggie's favorite place to be. She loves the cooler. Yeah. At the end of the day today, after harvest, it'll be full.